So here's the core of my gear. I traded in all my Canon gear for Sony mirrorless, especially the A7 line, because it's so much lighter and more powerful for the weight and the size. I just love it. There's nothing comes close to it, in my opinion. I just love it. So the basis of it is, the main one is the A7R II, which is this one. The A7R II is one of the most technically advanced cameras out there. It's not the easiest camera in the world to use. It's not a consumer camera, really. It's taken me a while to figure out how to use this thing, but it's pretty darn amazing. It is so sharp, it's almost too sharp. It's a 43 megapixel full frame sensor. Full framing, it has a huge sensor, which gives it that out of focus blurry background that makes it look so 3D. But once you get to learn even a third of the features of this thing, it's amazing the power this thing has. One of the features that's so fantastic about this thing is it has some of the most sophisticated tracking for focus. It actually finds a person's eye, locks onto the closest eye to the camera, and then follows it around and keeps the focus locked on that eye. It's mind-boggling. The picture quality is just outstanding. It's stunning. I have rigged with what's called a SmallRig. It's got a case around it. This is really great. This is basically a cage that fits perfectly around the camera with all kinds of screw holes in it, and you can literally screw or bolt anything anywhere on this camera. It is so cool. There's so many different ways you can configure this. It's like an erector set for cameras. You can attach LED lights, strobes, video monitors, microphones, pretty much anything you can think of anywhere around the camera. It's called SmallRig, and they have their own website, and they have a rig that fits pretty much any of the major cameras out there. So moving on top of the camera is the flash trigger. It's the X1 Godox transmitter, which can ignite an endless amount of flashes. I have a 200 and a Godox AD200 on top for a fill light, and the flash triggers that too. And my favorite lens is actually the 135 f1.8. This thing is amazing, the type of shots that it can take. I like it even more than the 70-200, which is just too big and too heavy. The 135 shots look just as good. It's a Sigma. I hope Sony comes out with one soon, but this thing is just amazing for depth of field. Then I have a couple of Sony A7S IIs, which can basically see in darkness. These things are amazing. They have so much light sensitivity, they can see more than the human eye. So I'm going to go down a line of lenses here, and then I have a couple more A7s, S's, and then I have my, this is another full frame camera. It has a 35 f2. This is the Sony RX1R. This thing takes amazing pictures. It's about as close to a portable professional camera as you can get. It's about $4,000, but it is an amazing camera. Then I'm really starting to love this one. I'm going from less portable to more portable. This is my 6300. It's a cropped frame sensor, but it takes really good depth of field pictures. The 6300 is actually becoming one of my favorite cameras for when I go out or travel or for just going around town. The pictures are almost as good as the A7 stuff. I mean, it's just so good, and it's got all the same features, but it's much smaller and lighter than the A7s. The picture quality, I'm amazed at the picture quality. It takes movies, it's got a microphone jack, it does everything. I have a 35 and a 55 that I take, so this is when I'm traveling around, kind of lightweight. And then if I really want portable, for my last resort, I have my RX100. Don't be fooled by its size. Believe it or not, this little thing can take movies at 1,000 frames per second. A pocket camera that does 1,000 frames per second. This thing is amazing. It has so many professional features. I'm sure you can think of a lot of cool things that can be filmed in ultra slow motion. And this camera takes good still pictures too. You're just not going to get blurry backgrounds if you're shooting people. You will if you do small objects, but not people. Now, here are my favorite lenses here. Going from the biggest to the smallest. 135, 85 Zeiss Batis, then the 50. This little thing is amazing. And they're all like very fast lenses, like 1.8 or something like that. This is a 35 1.4. This is a 25. I'm not sure what the f-stop is. This is the 35 1.8. The fast lenses. where it says 1.4, 1.8. That's what gives you the blurry background. The high-speed sync allows you to take flash pictures during the day at very fast speeds, like 1/8,000th of a second. The flash is filling in the shadows and things like that, so you usually have the sunlight behind you. That's what gives you this amazing weird light where it's like, wait a minute, she should be in shadow, but there's bright light on the front. You used to only be able to do that with neutral density filters, ND filters, but now with high-speed sync, it's amazing the stuff you can do. I also have lights that come in from the back, from the side, and something that gives my pictures kind of a really cool, another strange 3D effect is most people are used to seeing a backlight from the sun, where let's say the sun's coming from behind the person on the left, but if you put another flash behind them on the right, then the mind goes, wait a minute, there's only, where's that other light coming from? And it's just something psychological when you have two backlights from different directions. You know one of them is the sun, but the other one is not normal. It just adds kind of a mystique to it, and just kind of a coolness to it. Alright, so here's a basic photography lighting setup. So you start with one main soft light above or near the camera. That's what I like my Godox 360 for. Then if I only can carry two lights, the second one would be a backlight. It backlights the edge of the hair and the shoulders. If I have three lights, the third one would be a fill light for the main light off to the other side, and it just adds from there. If I have four lights, the fourth one would be coming from below. And each light is triggered wirelessly by the Godox X1 transmitter, which is on top of the camera. And you can program it to tell each light to be a different light level, so you can really fine-tune the lighting. Really, really cool. You got a lot of creative potential here. How much gear I take depends on how portable I want to be and how fast I want to move and how much weight I'm willing to carry. But the A7 line, it's about as lightweight as you can get and have this much power and professional photography at your hands. And they're super powerful, super sharp. The Sony cameras are almost too sharp. I mean, they show every little skin pore and wrinkle. They have a soft skin setting, which helps, but knowing how to do the picture with the proper lighting, you can fill in the shadows and have it looking good without having to cheat with the soft skin effect and things like that. So this is the basic setup for my Sony camera system. If you're wondering why I have so many cameras, it's because I use these for video shooting also. Like the recipe videos, for example, are being shot from 5 different angles at once. Now, video lighting, that's a whole different set of lights than still photography flash lighting. So that's a whole nother video. I'm going to do that some other time. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was educational. These are the cameras, this is the equipment, these are the lights that I use to do my still photography. It's just a hobby. I don't claim to be the best. It's just fun. I'm an artist. I like to have fun. I like to use my photography to help educate and inspire people to be healthy. So I hope this helped. Maybe you learned something, maybe you got inspired. Alright, I'll see you next time. MarcusNews.com.